It's not that difficult.
Just stop there.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey.
What is the point? Just put a normal bolt in there. Let's do it like this so no one can do it at home. I've got 3 cars and none of them work. Yeah, lads. Good morning, guys. You've joined me on a very rainy day again because we live in England, which is sick. Now, I'm already having issues with the Audi. Last night I drove it to Wales and back, and on the way back it started vibrating like mad only when I was accelerating. So it's not much through the wheel, so I doubt it's something wheel based, but as soon as I accelerated, the whole car was like it was juddering, and it was just felt so vibrating. And then even worse, when I was coming home, when I turned left under accelerating, it was even worse. It sounded like something was going to fall apart. I have spoke to the guy who sold me the car. I said, look mate, I think there may be something gearbox related wrong with it. That case, I want to exercise my right to get my money back in the first 3 months straight away, no questions asked. And I said, but I do like the car, so I'm going to have a look first. So I think it may be drive shaft related. So I'm going to jack the car up, have a look and just have a play on everything. Have a play on the wheels, see if anything's got a lot of movement. It would make sense that it's something to do with like a CV joint, because obviously when you're accelerating, that could be causing the vibrating. It's through the whole car, it's not just through the steering wheel, it's through the whole car. I can feel it on my fucking ass. What an Audi looks like. So what we're going to do is, we're going to grab that drive shaft and see if there's any play in it. So try and wiggle it. No. No, a tiny bit, but nothing that would be causing that noise yesterday. Right, I've just took this drive shaft off, this wheel off, and I think I've instantly found the issue. Look at that boot. Look at that boot, man. That boot is fucked, completely split all the way through. All the grease is everywhere. So that's what's going to be our issue. So, need a new drive shaft on this side. Sick one. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to start the car up, both the wheels from there, start the car up, put it in gear. It also makes sense why you're turning, so as you're putting more stress on here, obviously the axle's going to turn, and it's going to cause more stress on one of them bearings, so that makes a lot of sense. I thought it might have been in the CV boot related, drive shaft related, and I think that's our issue. That needs to be changed quick. So let's start the car anyway. Start the car up, see how bad it sounds in that gearbox. This is where I hope it's a front wheel drive and not the quattro all-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure it's not, but we'll sure find out. Pressed. Let's just put it in drive. Okay, so you can actually hear the noise now. So let's go and see where that noise is coming from. Right, okay. So this wheel, this side's turning, and the other side isn't. Look, this side isn't even turning. The drive shaft is that fucked. It's trying to. It's turning a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's fucked, guys. I mean, it is an open diff, so, you know, it's obviously going to send it to where it's going to send it to these. Oh, now it's moving a bit. So, see, it's fucked. Let's put a little bit of accelerator on and see what's happened. That's the squeaking noise as well. It's actually coming from this diff here. I have been looking in some Facebook groups and stuff. I have messaged the guy who sold me the car, said the drive shaft is fucked, so I'm going to see how he responds to that. I'm going to keep vigilant on the pages today, try and find a drive shaft for this. Right, we're going to swap. Look at this damn car, man. Eva's going to get back on the driveway. Audi, look what they've got, the Clio, the Audi, and the Evo. Let's put this back on the drive. I'm not sitting in the seat in the green jacket though. This is going in the boot, motherfucker. I think I'm going to drive to Asda and get some food. And it's a nice excuse to take the Evo for a bit of a whip as well. Right, I'm not sure where I left off this video, but we have a drive shaft. One of the people on the Audi page said J&R CV joint, so they googled them, they're in Birmingham. Brand new drive shaft for like 45 quid, and it's like really, it's actually like quite good as well. So I've not actually got these cheaper from J&R, this is no promo whatsoever, but a whole new drive shaft for 45 quid, I can't complain. And they did offer a delivery, but like I need this car fixed today, so we drove down to Birmingham this morning. So me and Jesse done a little Patreon video this morning. I'm taking the Evo to Motion Motorsport, everything like that, so it's been a nice little Patreon video, but we got it. Now, being an Audi, they are very awkward tools, so instead of actually having a socket on the end, there's a big massive hex So I went to Performance Northwest, Legends, got a 17mm hex, and the way they bolted onto the drive shaft is with a spline, standard Audi using fucking spline tools. So we haven't got an M10 spline. Yeah, good. So we need to I'm going to jack up both sides to get this fucking shaft on. It's not that difficult. I don't actually have to. I think.
Just stop there.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Good thing about the daily life is we don't need to drive over fucking bricks.
We're so fucking gay. Oh, it's even got the S-line centre caps, man. Absolute.
Oh, actually, I'm glad you said that. We need to take off the fucking thing first.
Oh, the hub nut.
Yeah.
L hub nut.
So you can press the brakes.
Yeah, true. I was about to say fair play to you for not losing any of the tools, but on further inspection, there's a couple missing, like
we don't need them
somewhere around the driveway.
We don't need them ones.
Yeah.
So thank God the internet was right. And it is a 17mm, so I'm going to get Jesse to stamp on the brakes and we're going to crack this drive shaft back. But look at that, man, it's so fucked. Going to get this off, and apparently you don't have to get the wishbones off on these. Apparently you just have to just turn it and it'll come out because it's actually bolted onto the gearbox instead of actually like pushed in with the spline, if you get what I mean. So should be able to just wiggle it out without taking all the wishbones off and the bottom arms and the bottom ball joints and stuff. Ready?
Yep.
Oh, easy.
Sweet. Hey. Audi live.
Make 2 dance for that one, lads. I'm doing a Spanish dance for that one.
Hey. If anyone watching is one of Lee's neighbours, just allow it.
Fuck 'em, lads.
It's not gone well.
Right. Audi being usual. Can't get them off. I'm gonna need a ramp. The way they are in the gearbox, they're so fucking tight, like so tight. The gun's not getting them off whatsoever. It's them little spline bolts. The gun's not getting them off whatsoever. The angle's just awkward because you've got to use about 12 extensions. I've ended up stripping one of them. They're that tight, it's literally stripped it. The only way I can think of is getting it up on the ramp. There is access, and there's a panel, there's a plastic panel here, and there's about that much room. So you'd be able to get a socket and then just a breaker bar. That's the only way I can do it, or get a really powerful gun, but I don't have a powerful gun. Not that powerful anyway. Like, I've literally been getting ½ inch and the cheater bar, and it's not moving it whatsoever. The breaker bar moved it, but it just the bolt gave in, the bolt stripped. So I'm gonna have to, fuck knows what I'm gonna have to do with that. I'm gonna have to whack in a bigger spline or something, which is just gonna fucking take the piss. I'm not gonna be able to get the car high enough to
get the breaker bar underneath it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need like a fucking air gun, like a really powerful air gun. It's just this stupid bolts which Audi like to use. What is the point? Just put a fucking normal bolt in there. I can genuinely see their mindset of, let's do it like this so no one can do it at home. Like I can see it.
It's just got German written all over it, hasn't it?
17mm hex, nobody has that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put one of them in there then. Oh, M10 spline, which you can only get access from a lift. Not many people have that. Let's put that in. Bastards, man. Fucking Audi, man. Should have got a Saab. As I've been looking under the car, there isn't enough room there to get a breaker bar on. So you'd have to go from this angle up here. I've got 3 cars and none of them work. Like, how annoying is that? We got the old J-Dog on the case. We need 3 people for this. We've cracked 2. Fuck knows what I'm going to do about the one I've rounded, but we found a way. Anyway, what we're going to do, I'm just going to try and get them loose. Show the struggles. Right, press hold tight, Joanne. Ready? Yeah. Right, I'm going to push down. Go. There we go. Good.
Yes. You are.
Right, ready? Go. Good. Let go of the brake, my lovely assistant. I need to whack it. M12 in there.
Is it definitely not even worth a go?
Let's see.
Go on, give it a try.
Well, after I had it in here,
the last one.
I've got to send my knuckles into a black hole if it don't work. Right, ready, lad? Yeah. One. Fucking hell.
Just go for it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the... Oh.
Right, you ready?
I'm gonna put down and let you get more torque. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, go. There we go.
You got it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's... Pull it again. Go. And left. Right, how many have we done now? Like 4 or 5?
No, I swear we've done 6.
Have we? I think they're all off.
I think they are.
Well, we've done a full rotation.
I swear we've done 6.
Have we?
I'll be on a winner here.
Oh, I fucking hope so, mate.
She's talking to herself. Actually, I think she's singing to
Are you
herself.
talking to yourself? Right.
How casual is that? Yep.
I'm gonna do a fucking Spanish victory dance, lad. You get ready for this.
Oh, do you want me to sing in Spanish?
Yes! Victory dance, man. What the fuck? It rounded. I must have just had a good. I must have just.
Mustard, you pushing it in would have helped. Because you've got pressure coming that way. And
down so it wouldn't slip. So that's probably what it was doing. It was just slipping, so I had all the pressure down. Yes! Do you want to go, mate? You go.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're alright?
I'll be fine. I've got the. Okay, so I'm going to take it out here first. I'm going to take all these little spline key bolts out, and then hopefully I'll be able to slide it further down or something, maybe push it over there just to get a little bit more stress on this here. And then, so we've got the last one here now. So, okay, that's slide off. Just keep wiggling, just keep wiggling. It's literally here. That's the most annoying thing, but it's just because it's there doesn't mean that it's coming out. Guys, this car is a fucking joke. That drive shaft is not coming out why the hub is where it is. So I'm trying to pull it back. It's just stupid. You have to get a perfect set of tools they have to actually use, because they can't get a socket in there. You can only actually get a spanner, which is great because they don't just thread it into the actual arm, they just put a bolt on the end, which is a joke. So you have a little bit of access there, a little bit of access there, but this bolt don't come out because it hits this frame. This bolt just hits this frame and it won't go any further, so that bolt doesn't come out. So fuck knows how they got it in there in the fucking first place. This one don't come out. I can't take this arm off because you can't get a socket on there. You can only get two 18mm spanners, and I only have one 18mm spanner, and you can't get an adjustable in there because they've made it really thin. They've literally just made this car so no one can fucking touch it, and it's so fucking obvious it actually hurts. Yes, you bastard. Fuck knows I'm gonna get the new one in, but that's not what I'm worried about right now. We've crossed one bridge. Oh my god, so I had to get this arm off a little bit. Let me show you what I've done. I had to loosen this ball joint here. I had to loosen this bottom ball joint here. Get a breaker. I wish I filmed it, but I've been trying different things for about half an hour, lads. Get a breaker bar in, wedge it down. That's just removed the ball joint a little bit, and it's just allowed that little, maybe like 1/10 of an inch, just to pull the hub forward a little bit more, down and forward. And the drive shaft has literally just popped out. So this is the old shaft. Look at that. Look at the play in that, man. Right, so there's the old one. There's a new one. Let's see if it gets in. Obviously I'm going to do this off camera because I think it's going to involve a lot of wiggling, but I'm going to find out the niche and then show you the niche. Right, because I had no luck getting this arm off from there. I got it off from here in the ball joint at the bottom. Now, it looks like I should have enough room there. It's come out good at like an inch or two, so hopefully I'm going to try and push this in, get this side in first, and then hopefully get it in. This has been a pain in the arse, lads. It's one of those jobs though where I've just been told on the internet that it will wiggle out. It might wiggle out, but the new one will definitely not wiggling because the bearings are stronger, so they won't have much play in them. But this is a lot further out now, so I'm hoping that it will go in. As long as that's in there, I'm going to put the new bolt in, and it should bring it through as long as that's threading in correctly. Right, so I put the bolt in, and I've threaded it in, and I'm actually using the bolt to drag it into the hub. There we go. Right, so that's tight in the hub now. Ooh. Line it up into there, put the bolts in, bang everything else back in that we've took out. But I know for sure, I know for future reference, if anybody else is good doing this video, just take the bottom ball joint off this one, and then you can bring out about an inch, and then it'll pop out, and then the other one will go back in quite easily as well. But yeah, let's put these in. So this is the contraption I have to use. So it's obviously a 1/2 inch to a 1/2 inch extension, then to a reduced to a 3/8, little 3/8 extension, and a 3/8 ratchet. I'm going to gun them down with Eddie. Would torque them, but there's no fucking way I'm getting a torque wrench in there. So it's even easier if you get a wobble head on the gun. You get a better angle on it then. I'm just tightening them all down as tight as the gun goes. Pretty much done, guys. I think what I'm going to do is go and wash my hands and shit, and then take it for a drive to Jesse's, because obviously Jesse was helping me before, but he's going to get his wheels done, so gonna have a little sneak peek at them, I think, and hopefully that's fixed the issue. I did speak to the guy who sold me the car and he paid for the drive shaft, so right, let's take it for a spin, see what's happening. Right, so it does feel smoother. I used to get like a bit of a clunk when I changed gear and like put it in reverse and go and drive. Now I don't. It does feel smoother, but as I said, it only got really bad on the motorway, but it does feel way smoother and way less vibrating, which is good. And the gear changes are so much smoother. I actually don't know it's changing gear now. I thought, why is it not changing gear? But it is, it's just way smoother. Before, every time it changed gear, I felt like a bit of a gunk, gunk every time. But now it's way smoother, so I'm pretty sure that was our issue, guys. So I'm only going to properly tell on the motorway. I want to get up to speed a little bit, but I actually can't feel the difference now when I'm changing gear or in drive and neutral. So I think we're good, lads. Blood, sweat and tears getting that fucking drive shaft on though. Woo!